Hello, my earth signs. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of September 26th to October 3rd. If you're coming across this outside of that time frame, I always say that creator and spirit are not bound by time or by space. So if you've been drawn here by your, intuition, been nudged here, I would definitely listen to that and still watch, because I'm sure there are messages here for you. But if you are watching this between September 26th and October 3rd, of course, this is for all my air signs, my Geminis, my Libras, my Aquarians, no matter where it's at in your chart. And the energy that I wanted to talk about for this week is actually from the Libra new moon that happens on October 6th, a couple days after the end of this time period here. But because, new moons and full moons, they start impacting us up to a week or so before and a couple weeks after they happen anyway. So this energy that's coming in for us is going to be impacting us. I did create separate readings by each zodiac sign, and they came out yesterday. So I'll link that playlist somewhere on here at the end of the video. So if you want to check that out, I would definitely do so, just see what kind of energies are coming in. But for this week, we're going to also look and see what else the creator wants all of our air signs to know. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Oracle of E. And these are going to show us just what generally the creator wants you to know about this upcoming week. All right, creator, for our air signs, what would you like for them to know for this upcoming week, please? Okay. This one right here is the one that's calling out. I love these cards. The Dude Abides, card number 20. And I love it because this author, they call the creator the dude or the dudette. There's, of course, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. So I love that. It says, it's your lucky day. It's your lucky week, right? It's your lucky life. The dude is patiently waiting for you to come on home. Let him do the heavy lifting for a change. No matter what crazy mess you've gotten yourself into, the dude is here with everything you could ever need. The dude's got your back, rock star. I love it. I love it. So yeah, definitely. So this week, you know that you are supported and loved by the creator. The creator of all things, the mother and father of all things. And then there's all this posse of beautiful beings of unconditional love and light that also support you. They're the beings that are living in that beautiful energy and love of the creator. You got your guardian angels and your spirit guides. You've got your loved ones who've lived here and have gone back to the other side already, your ancestors, and unicorns and fairies and sprites and leprechauns, whatever you believe in these beings of unconditional love and light. You have this large, endless group of them supporting you and loving you. And, they jest that, no matter what mess you've made, it's like whatever situation that you have yourself in, if you feel out of control and you feel like lost, they're like, dude, we got you. Dudette, we've got you. Just allow us to help, hand it over, ask us to help, ask us to assist. And they're more than willing to do that. In fact, the earth signs, and so if you have any earth signs in your chart, like Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, you might check that reading out too, because they talked about they have a hotline where they can call like that, call a friend. I think like on a quiz show, right? You're able to call and reach out and ask them for support, but they don't mess with your free choice and your free will, right? You have to ask them, because they honor your free choice and they won't meddle unless you ask them, unless you hand it over. It's like, I'll take that from you. And you're like, okay, well, you have to ask me, can you take this? Then they will. They're like, yep. So I love that. And we're going to get more information here too, from this Tarot of the Dreams, and just see what else the creator wants you to know about this upcoming week. But what a wonderful reminder for those of you that already know that, and for those of you that don't feel worthy, that's a big message for us this week too, is like, you know what? You are, just because of who you are, there's this unconditional love the Creator has for you. There is nothing you need to do to earn it, because you already have it all. It's unconditional. It's just yours because of you, for who you are, because ultimately you are also a little drop of that sea of unconditional love. You are this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And just because you're that, you deserve it and you have it. And there's nothing you can do to lose it, because there's no conditions to have it. So there's no conditions to lose it. So sit with that. If you are having trouble believing that, take some deep breaths, get away from everything, and just sit with that, knowing that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And that just blows me away every time. All right, Creator, what else would you like our air signs to know about this week coming up? Okay. And these two as well. All right. Let's dig in here. Yep, and you've got the Temperance card here. And what I love about the Temperance card is that you have it's like this balancing. You've got this scale of fire and this, rainbow that connects them, and this scale of water. And this is about understanding that you are this balance between this human side of yourself, this creature you came here to experience, and this higher self as well. And so I'm loving that energy that's coming in with that here, because this is about connecting to up above, and this is what this was all about, right? Beautiful rainbow, beautiful rainbow. Yep. And then you have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is like your fire, is fire energy. Of course, it's your spark. It's your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration, but it also is your spiritual energy. And I love, again, there's this, all about these steps moving up into the heavens here. And you've got the new moon up here too, that new moon energy. So I definitely, with this popping up, I would definitely check out your Libra new moon reading at the end to see what additional energy is coming in for this. But I really feel like this is, usually you feel blocked, or you feel you need to protect things. So this is either like you feel like there's obstacles in your way to moving to that higher place, or you feel like you have to defend yourself because you're fearing something's going to come and take something away. But for this reading, I really feel it's the block. You feel like there's something blocking you from moving to that higher level in your spiritualness. And let's take a look here. I feel like this card is going to tell you more about that. Okay, yeah, because you've got the Chariot here, and the Chariot is your belief in your power to choose. And this really comes in. I'm going to put these two to come together like this, because this block that you have has to do with this belief about your ability to choose how you feel in a situation, how you like the control that you have in what is coming into your life, right? So in every moment you have a choice of what story you're going to put around a situation, what emotion you're going to feel about a situation. But this block is, as this lower vibrational being, our human side, we have been so conditioned by the outside world on what the opinions are and what a situation is supposed to mean, what story you're supposed to put around a situation, right? Like, oh, that's supposed to devastate me. And then when I'm devastated, then the popular opinion around devastation is I'm supposed to feel sad or angry or one of these things, right? And so it's like all this habit that's been formed. You don't feel like you're in control. You don't feel like you can control any situation, and that you do feel out of control. You feel like you're a puppet. But with connecting to your higher place here, understanding that there is this higher you, this higher person, that you're more than this human. You have this choice. Usually, like, there's this, they have like and this one's pretty cool because usually you have like a black and a white one, but I like this one because this shows your solid and your spirit. So you have both, and you get to choose in this moment. No matter what happens, you get to choose what story you put around the situation, and then what emotion you're going to feel. Am I going to choose an emotion of extreme unconditional love or an emotion of extreme fear? And you get to choose. And this is like, you are the one that gets to choose of your free will. And so this whole free will and this block, like we talked about, you have to ask, you have to give it up. If you're holding on to it and you're choosing not to give it up, well, it stays in your hands, But if you're like, this situation, this thing, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I just don't know what to do. And you're like, here, Creator, what can you do with this? And if you don't want to give up control, I know I'm a recovering control freak. If you don't want to give up control, then you can at least ask, can you tell me how to do this? I want to do it, but can you give me other options and all that? And that's a good start. There are things in our lives where, like, I just don't have the energy and I don't have the desire anymore. Here, Creator, it's yours. And he's like, thank you. I'll take care of it. It's going to unfold, and it's beautiful when we do that. Yeah, because then you have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords, you'll see, swords are your beliefs, your mindsets, your thoughts, your attitudes, your expectations. And the five is like a representation of this. It's the number of change and transformation. And with that, you start to realize the thoughts and beliefs that have hurt you, and that, you haven't really, and they're not your thoughts. When I was talking about these choices and stuff here, it's really, those beliefs and those thoughts that you thought would serve you. And they did serve you for your journey, because they have taught you, these experiences. When you believe a certain way and you feel a certain way, blah, that's how that turns out. But there's different ways that you can believe in this transformation that comes with this. And I love it because this is the symbol of Venus here, which also rules Libra. And again, with this new moon in Libra, I would strongly look at that video about the Libra new moon, because it's going to give you some more information on what this new start, this new way of thinking, this new transformation that's coming with this new moon, how it's going to help you overcome this block that you have, because, and actually I'm going to put it over here, because, this is the block that's keeping you from moving, is you have this thought and this belief about who you are, or about who someone is, or you're so stubborn about what a situation is supposed to mean about you or someone else or the world, that it's just, I heard the phrase, it's in your craw. It's like, you're like, I just can't let it go. And so this beautiful message about letting it go and giving it up is coming very strongly. And again, this is a general reading, so each of those situations is going to be different. But I just feel like it's the stubborn thing that has just, we'll put it this way, I haven't been able to let it go in the past. But you're getting to this point where you're just like, I'm ready, I'm asking for help. And this is why this message is coming up for you, because you are to that point where you're just sick and tired of feeling that way, and you're wanting this change to come. This is what this is coming. Beautiful balancing, beautiful connection, and a beautiful belief about your worth too. Yeah, because here is faith, which this is the Hierophant in regular tarot. And I love faith, because what faith means is trust. And, when that comes, and again, this is a number 5 too. So you got 5 and 5. So this definitely, this change energy that's coming, your change in beliefs, your change in and how you can trust the creator and trust the other side. And I understand that, some energy, what I'm feeling from this is that, if there's something that happened in your life in your past, whether it's losing a loved one or you had a situation that happened in your life where you felt very hurt by it, sometimes we don't want to blame the human side of that for the action, right? And so we end up blaming the creator, going, why did you let this happen in my life? Why, right? And I feel like this involves like this healing of that situation, seeing things from a different way, understanding that anything that happened in your life happened for you. It hasn't happened to you. And when we realize that, when we realize this power of choice that we have, when we realize that the one who applied the story to the situation was us. And I know, trust me, when I first heard that, I was a little angry. I got upset. What do you mean I'm the one that chose to feel those ways? Don't you know that they hurt me? And I realized after I calmed down that they just had actions. The hurt is what I applied to it, right? Or the anger is what the story I applied to it. Whatever emotion was, I applied that emotional story to the situation. That stuff just was. They just acted, but I'm the one that chose to say, that story behind what it all meant. And yeah, like I said, when I heard that, I didn't like that. My ego didn't want to hear that I'm the one that, if I want to blame everyone else for how I felt, not me. But when I calmed down, then I realized how powerful and empowering that was. Because if I'm the one that gets to choose what something means to me, I'm the one that gets to choose the emotion around something. I'm the one that gets to choose whatever story attaches to whatever happens in the outside world, then I'm the one in control. And a recovering control freak loves to hear that. It's like, wait a minute, I do have control over that. Then I stopped fearing so much of what the future would bring. Because, when you are controlled by the future, if you're controlled by the events that come our way, then you are afraid what events come, because if you feel like a puppet pulled by those strings, then you're like, oh no, whatever happens, I'm going to have to act this certain way because, that's what I'm supposed to act. When you realize you're the one that gets to control that, you don't care what comes because you get to choose what it means. You don't have to have it be devastating. You can laugh at a situation that you would never have laughed at before with your power of choice that you have here. So I love this message that's coming with this for you. We're also going to pull your final messages here from the Heart deck, just to see what the final message the Creator has for you for this upcoming week. So for our air signs, okay, I want that one. Oh, there's two there. So those will be your messages. And you've got, I anchor the boundless light in my heart. I am divine. So I'm going to put that here because this definitely is about your ability to connect to the Creator and that you are worthy of that love and that support because of who you are, because you too are divine. You are a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. You deserve that love and you deserve that support. And then it's, I celebrate my differences. I am free from conformity. Yeah, and here we go. You're free. You're free. Your free choice, your free will. The Chariot, right? You have the power to choose. And you can choose differently and you can celebrate choosing differently. I know definitely, Aquarian, being air signs, are always thought of as being weird. You've got Aquarian here too. And I'm sure, Gemini and Libras, you feel that way too. But we've got this quirkiness that we celebrate being different. I'm like, I don't want to be normal. Call me weird. That's a compliment. Thank you. Right? So I love this because this is this free will. You have your freedom to choose how you want to feel and what story you want to apply to a situation. So I love that. And just know as you're going throughout this week that every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. All right. And I'm going to leave the reading there. Just remember, if you want to check out that Libra new moon, the link is about to appear up here or down here, probably up here. And just click on that. It'll take you to the playlist and choose, your sign, whether that's your moon signs and your sun signs or your rising signs, just to get a picture of this beautiful energy that's coming in, and this block and this new energy that's going to be coming in. I would definitely recommend that because of the Venus and the new moon popping up here for you. So I love that. Just know that I also love you very much, and I'm sure that I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you take care.